This is the fourth and final video in a series considering 10 paradigm-shifting New Testament verses. At the end of our last video, we were looking at Peter and his discussion of lawlessness. Now with verse 8, we will consider what is the error of lawlessness. The Apostle John in 1 John chapter 3 verse 4 says, "Everyone who practices sin also practices lawlessness, and sin is lawlessness." The law, the Torah, defines sin. Breaking the law is sin. Therefore, lawlessness is sin. Doing away with the law is doing away with the definition of sin, and indeed the act is sin itself. Annulment of a commandment? Sin. Teaching against the commandments? Sin. Avoiding or ignoring the commandments? Sin. See? This is why Yeshua could not have changed the Torah or abolished anything before or after his atoning sacrifice. Doing so would be sin. That is a paradigm shifter. Verse number 9. Yeshua did not change the law. How do we know, besides his own declaration, that I did not come to abolish the Torah? The author of Hebrews in chapter 13, verse 8 declares, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua the Messiah, the same yesterday, today, and forever. The Apostle John tells us that Yeshua is the Word, and he was in the beginning. A study of the rabbinic understanding of the Messiah being the Word, or the Memra, reveals the clear connection that not only was Yeshua present at creation, but he was present at Mount Sinai and likely was the one who met Moses, on the mountain. Thus, he gave the Torah. He is the same yesterday and today and forever. When we truly understand this, his eternality and involvement at every level of Scripture, then we realize the Memra, the Word, doesn't change. The law, the Torah, doesn't change. Isn't that what Yeshua said? Until heaven and earth pass away, not one jot or tittle will pass from the Torah and the prophets. Not one jot. Not a single consonant, or a single vowel pointing, or even the little decorative serifs at the top of a consonant. Not one. That is a paradigm shifter. Number 10. What we absolutely have to come to grips with is that Yeshua and the Father are one, echad, united. They are not in opposition. Yeshua only taught what the Father gave him, and nowhere is the law ever prophesied to be done away with or in any way reduced. Never. Yeshua said in John chapter 7, verse 16, "My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me." Yeshua only taught the word of his Father. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 15 through 19 confirm this. It's time for a paradigm shift. We've considered 10 verses from the New Testament, but there are many, many more that support what we have seen here. These are not isolated or cherry-picked verses, but they reveal the need to reevaluate the errant doctrines and traditions of men that teach against the law or teach against the Torah. Be on guard that you are not carried away by the error of lawless men, to quote the Apostle Peter. I pray you study and test what we have said. Shalom.